Chris Christie. His old pal David Wildstein pled guilty today to 2 conspiracy counts in Bridgegate, while his lawyer said once again that evidence exists implicating the governor in the scandal. But U.S. Attorney Paul Fishman, who unsealed indictments against 2 other Christie allies, didn't lay a finger on the big man himself. And at a press conference this afternoon, Fishman said this.
Based on the evidence available to us today, we are not going to bring further charges with relationship to the Bridge case.
Okay, Mark, so after today, this has been a long time coming, but after today, with respect to Christie's 2016 ambitions, is he on now shakier ground or firmer ground?
Today he's on firmer ground. If you take what's in the plea deal and the prosecutor's narrative of what happened, and if you take the fact that the prosecutor said what we just showed, that on these facts, Christie's not going to be indicted, basically, he's on firmer ground. He sticks to his story. It's still hard to believe, for me to believe, that these 3 people were the only 3 people involved.
I totally agree. And you saw Christie's people trumpeting this fact, the point you just made. We are exactly where we were the day that he gave that talk to the lights shut out press conference back more than a year ago when he said, no connection, no connection, no connection. Nothing has changed, no report, all that's true. I still, David Wildstein is a guy with very little credibility, and yet there's something about the fact that he keeps saying over and over again that he has something and that he's willing to say it under the certain circumstances that the Christie people are going to be nervous about and should be nervous about.
And remember, there is still this central tension. One of the people indicted today says that Wildstein's not telling the truth, even though
he calls him a pathological liar 25 times.
Fishman, who's a very cautious and careful prosecutor, indicted the guy. So there's still some ambiguity here about what's going on. But I think, from a political point of view, Governor Christie can continue to raise money, continue to travel. This is a good day for him. Keep in mind, though, this investigation is not just about Bridgegate anymore. Mr. Sampson, who was at the Port Authority is being looked at as well. So Governor Christie, I don't think, can totally breathe easy, but this is a good day for him politically.
Well, there are, as you say, there's a lot of other things they've now been looking at. The U.S. Attorney made it clear that this has gone beyond the bridge, and they've looked at other things. So that's still out there, a potential shoe to drop. I to use the classic cliche. The thing I don't understand, and I know you don't understand it either, I don't really understand why Fishman said that thing he said. And I go, we've been spending all day trying to figure it out.
And he said it for a reason, and it maybe was he felt an obligation for Christie, public official, to basically say on Bridgegate the governor's telling the truth. That is right now, to me, the most sensible interpretation, but it's a little weird.